A woman, a black woman, got kidnapped in Tunisia.
So with regards to Jamaica Ivy, the black woman who was kidnapped in Tunisia, I just left the Tunisian embassy in Washington, D.C.
Hello everyone, let us talk about the Mika in Tunisia kidnapping story. To me, it doesn't even surprise me because I have been saying this for a long time.
This is actually a very sad one, devastating and heartbreaking. This American black sister, a black American lady, wanted to have some African adventure, and she felt the best place she could start this adventure was going to Tunisia. And as an African, North Africa, that comprises of different countries like Morocco, Algeria, Tunisia, Egypt, and some other countries like that, are places that black people find it difficult going. Even as Africans, we have issues going to countries like that. But this lady went, and it was a bitter experience for her. So we are going to be looking at various reactions to that. And if you're new to this space, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, share, leave your thoughts in the comment section, and let us see what these sisters have for us.
A woman, a black woman, got kidnapped in Tunisia. Africans are in the comment section hyperventilating. Oh, be specific. Don't say Africa. Say. You think these people care? You think these people will look at you and be like, oh, this is a black American and this is a black African from South Africa? You think they care? They look at you and they assume, oh, this one makes a good porta potty. They kidnap you, sell you off to Dubai, and before you know it, there's shit in your mouth. You've not heard of this story. There is a black American that got kidnapped in Tunisia in her hotel. She was traveling with her friend in Tunisia. And then she was like, let me check out the night scene. She gets her purse and her phone, goes to eat some money. Getting there, the club is not giving what she wanted it to give, and she goes back to her hotel. Listen, she left her friend there, which I think was a little questionable. Like, why would you leave your friend there? But she goes back to the hotel, gets it in the hotel, realizes there is no tissue, goes back down to the reception to ask for tissue, tells the receptionist, hey, can I have some tissue? I don't have tissue in my room. That is the last thing she remembers. Wakes up in a moving car. There is some guy driving the car. She fights for her life. Somehow she makes it out of the car and finds her way back to the hotel. Now she tries to tell the hotel what happened. The hotel is like, what are you talking about? This is the first time you're coming back since you left for the club. You know that I know that you know that you're lying. She's like, show me the footage. They're being shady and sketchy about the footage. The only footage they can show her is the footage when she's coming back the second time, like, freaked out, no bags, no phone, nothing. They're like, this is the first time you're coming back. They're like, no, show me everything. Show me the first time I came. Show me they don't have it. They call the police, their own police. Police comes, they're like, come down here, come make a statement. She's like, I'm not going with you guys. I don't know who you are. I don't know what you guys are up to, but I don't like it. So she calls the American embassy, and the embassy, as you know, does not fuck around with its citizens. Gets on the flight the next day back to the US. As we speak, she's back in the US, but she's like covered in wounds. She has scratches all over her face. She has 2 black eyes, and people in the comment section are like, please be specific. It's not the whole of Africa. She lived to tell her story. She's trying to bring awareness about what is happening in these countries, and you guys are like, please. It could have been one of us. You think these people look at us and they're like, this one looks like she's from Uganda. I want the one from Uganda. Do we not have any empathy?
So with regards to Jamaica Ivy, the black woman who was kidnapped in Tunisia, I just left the Tunisian embassy in Washington, D.C. One of the things that I will never play about is black women, and I'm going to listen to black women the very first time to see what it is that happened to Jamaica, and the fact that she was able to make it home safely to her daughters, to her family, means that now is the time for us to stand up for her. I could not fathom going through something so traumatic, coming on the internet and sharing it with people to get the word out, and folks either one, dismissing it as though things like this don't happen every single day. I did not record my conversation inside the embassy because number 1, this is federal grounds and it is against the law. And number 2 was because my goal was very simple: to get Jamaica's story told, to find whomever are the powers that be, and to ensure that either they are able to contact her or she is able to contact them, so that way she can get her story told and she can get justice. It's justice for Jamaica time. I got my Annalise Keating blazer on, and I mean business, because I am undoubtedly my sister's keeper.
Hello, everyone. Let us talk about the Mika in Tunisia kidnapping story. To me, it doesn't even surprise me because I have been saying this for a long time. The way North Africans treat Black people in general is terrible. I'm telling you this. They even the way they treat their own women is another story. But the way they treat Black people, the level of racism, anti-Blackness is crazy. So I was on Mika's page when she was telling the story, when she told the story, and then I made a comment that Black people should stay away from North African countries. Us, other Africans, East, West, South Africa, Central Africans, we know not to mess with North Africans because we know their mindsets. They are racist, period. And the sad thing is that most of these North African countries are majority Muslim population. They are still racist to Black people. No, even if you are Muslim, they are racist to you. Go to Morocco. Morocco has a large population of Blacks living there, especially Senegalese. They are still racist to them. Tunisia, Algeria, Egypt. Even the Blacks from these places are facing so much racism. So when you want a vacation in Africa, in the continent, go to Southern Africa, East Africa, West Africa, Central Africa. Stay away from North Africa. And there's this Malian girl who I like so much. I even made a comment on her post. She's literally calling these North African countries sundown countries. And I laughed, but she's right. And I'm showing you this comment I made 6 days ago on Mika's post warning Blacks. I don't care if you're a Black from the Caribbean, the Americas, stay away from North African countries. They don't like Black people. They are racist and they are blatant about it. They are not speaking up about it. They don't care. Even if you are Muslim, you can salam alaikum them from January to December. They're still going to look at you as something different.
Did y'all see that girl that's on TikTok right now? And she said that she is in Africa. Mind you, she put the name of the country that she's in or that this incident occurred in. Basically, she almost got kidnapped in Africa. And she puts in the caption that it was in Tanzania.
That was in Tunisia. Anybody who knows anything about anything knows that Tunisia is an Arab country. They don't like us. We don't like them either. This is the reason why we keep on talking about Africa has 54 countries, because some of them countries are Arab countries. If you go to one of these Arab countries and something happened to you, you cannot come out here and say,
they really tried to kidnap me in Africa.
Do you know there are fucking Africans in that comment section not concerned about this Black woman and what occurred to her? Because remember, they're like, we are all the same, we are all the same. But this is how they treat each other. They have no empathy for one another at all. That's why I say they're not like us.
You see how hating Black Africans will lead you to your demise? I'm sorry for what happened to her, but I don't feel bad. She could have gone to any other Black African country, but she decided to go to an Arab country. If she had a good relationship with Black Africans, we would have told her not to go to any of these Arabic African countries because that's where they sell Black people into slavery to the Middle East. And I don't know why you keep on emphasizing Black women, Black women, Black women. Listen, millions of Black women in Africa go through worse every single day, and you never ever cared about it. But you want the rest of us to care because it's one American? So you think the life of one American is more important than lives of millions of Africans?
And these Africans are in her comment section from different countries in that poverty-stricken continent, talking about Africa's not a country, so what country? What country? You bitches are annoying. That's why I have no fucking empathy or sympathy for you bitches on that continent.
If you want to go to Tunisia, which a lot of Black Americans do, they go to these Arab African countries. If you want to go to Tunisia and something like this happened to you and you want to make a video, make sure to say that I was in Tunisia. Don't come out here talking about I got assaulted in Africa. These Africans tried to unalive me. Don't ever, ever associate the rest of us with them. They don't like us. We don't like them. And we all just pretend to be cool on the same continent. We don't like these people. So if you want to go to Tunisia and something happens to you in Tunisia, do not come to Black Africans asking for help because these are not our people.
I understand the diaspora war that goes on between Black Americans, Africans, Caribbeans on social media, but at the same time, I think we have to get this thing straight. We need to let our Black American brothers and sisters be aware of this. Of course, everybody's experience is not the same, but in most cases, it's not always a sweet one. So let's talk about something that's been sitting in the background for a while. So let's talk about the elephant in the room, or should I say the camel in the desert? Because when it comes to Africa, there's this silent beef between North Africa and the rest of the continent that nobody wants to admit, but everybody knows exists. Now, technically, yes, North Africa is Africa. Geography said so. The map said so. But if you scroll through social media, you would think there's a whole invisible border between Egypt and Sudan with a sign that says, "Welcome to real Africa." Like, hello. Some folks in sub-Saharan Africa be like, "North Africans don't even claim us." And come to think of it, sometimes they kind of don't. You hear, "Oh, we are Arab," or "We are Mediterranean," or my personal favorite, "We are not African." Like, what does that even mean? You are on the continent. If I sneeze too hard, I might blow sand from your desert onto my backyard. North Africans, they are like, "We have a different culture." Sub-Saharan Africans be like, "Okay, but the continent don't care." North Africans are like, "We have Arab roots," and Sub-Saharan Africans are like, "And I got jollof rice in my roots." We all got roots, babe. But jokes aside, this whole thing comes down to identity. North Africa has been heavily influenced by Arab culture for centuries, and that's cool. But it created this weird dynamic where a lot of them feel closer to the Middle East than to the rest of Africa. Meanwhile, the rest of us over here, like, "Yo, we got reading, Melanie, and drama. Come join the party." And don't even get me started on how some North Africans act shocked when someone calls them African. Like, "Sweetie, you're literally touching the Sahara. You're not floating off near Spain. We are on the same Wi-Fi network as the rest of us." But on the flip side, not all of them feel that way. A lot of North Africans online are actually like, "No, we are African, just different," which is fair. Africa is huge. We got deserts, rainforests, we've got skyscrapers, and people still arguing over who makes the best stew. We can't all be the same. So, yeah, maybe it's time we stop acting like Africa is this one big monolith and just embrace the chaos. Because, come to think of it, that's what makes us interesting: diversity with a little sprinkle of drama, a chef's kiss. Anyway, what do you all think? Does North Africa really claim Africa, or are they just visiting? So, to my Black American brothers and sisters out there, if you feel you want to go to Africa, especially if it's your first time, you want to go have some fun, some adventure, please, I think you should really take a deep study, deep research into the countries you want to go to start your adventure. For me, I would say start with countries that have that same melanated skin as yours. So guys, that's my little TED talk on African identity and the drama that comes with it. Look, at the end of the day, we are all on the same continent. Whether you're rocking braids or headscarf, eating couscous or fufu, it's still Africa, baby. So let's chill with the "you're not African enough" talk and just embrace the fact that we are all out here trying to survive the heat, the politics, and the Wi-Fi connection. If you laughed or learned something or got slightly offended, perfect. That means I did my job. Go ahead and hit the like button. Drop your spicy opinions in the comment section. And of course, do not forget to subscribe before this turns into a continental group chat. So guys, thank you for sticking around with me today, and we are going to see in the next one. Peace out.